We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10. It's Jackson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Michael Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Mayfield down, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A nice little juke. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Patriot! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Throwing, Mayfield, and incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Jackson on second down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Abdullah. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule.
On second down, here's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Under 10. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Gun.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Leopard.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. A dump off for Abdullah. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So we have reached halftime here. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Play action. It's Jackson. Incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
59 Mike, check. Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey. 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on second down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Kill. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw on second down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Jackson now, operating from the gun. The catch made by Miller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. We got 4. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They run. Abdullah. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amir Abdullah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10. They start the drive with Abdullah. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be tackled just past the